Hey, good Friday morning. One of the questions I get asked most often is what time to post on social media. And it also relates to how frequently to post on social media. And while this can vary a bit based upon whether you're doing B2C or B2B and what your industry is, I'm going to give you some overall best tips on when to post. I'm Vicki Wu, your marketing guru. Be sure to put your questions down in the comment area, and if I don't answer them in the live broadcast, I'll always get back with you and answer them after the fact. I have a free PDF that you can request, and I will tell you how to access that at the end of this video. So be sure you watch to the end to get access to that. It gives you a lot more information than the little bit I'm going to share right now, and some very specifics on days and times, not only best overall. When you speak best, are you meaning the most people to see it, the most people to like it, the most people to engage and comment on it, the most people to share? That can vary as well. And so the PDF goes a little bit more in depth into some of those specifics in general. But I'm going to share with you a few of the top tips. It's not just social media. You need to consider your full online presence. So I'm also going to talk about blog and email, because all of those combine with social media and have best practices for when you should do it to get the best results. So for a blog, the frequency can depend a lot upon your industry, but really you want to look at ideally about one post a week, more if you can do it with quality posts. You don't want to be just posting random things. It needs to be quality. And of course, with it being on your blog, you have search engine optimization concerns and a bunch of other things. But a good ballpark is once a week. Search engines like Google still prefer websites that are updated regularly or that have been updated in the recent past, because they feel like it's probably better information than a website that hasn't been updated since 2012. So that's why you want to be posting on a blog or a website frequently, but the exact frequency, really it's going to depend upon your clients and of course upon what you can manage to do with it remaining good quality. So the one best daytime combination to post seems to be Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Usually that's when you're going to get the most page views and shares. But you also want to think about, if that's the time that everyone's posting because it's the best, is your message going to get lost? So it's not just that. And while Tuesday at 9 a.m. is the best for page views and shares, people sharing it out to their social media, the best time that you can post to get comments on your blog is actually Saturday or at 9 a.m., but not 9 a.m. on Saturday. So again, some of it depends, and I go into a little bit more detail in this PDF that you can request. Email, a sweet spot seems to be about 3 to 4 times a month. So for most people, I recommend either once a week or every 10 days. 10 days is a real sweet spot. This is not including any transactional emails that you may have when someone purchases something or downloads something. The best daytime combination, Tuesday at 10 a.m. There's really not a lot of difference between the weekdays. Open rates tend to be a little better at the beginning of the week. Some industries do better with sending on the weekend, especially if your demographic that you are emailing to is entrepreneurs or C-suite they tend to read the emails more often on the weekend. Facebook, the recommended post for most businesses is about once per day. You can get away with more in groups, but you also want to have that consistency on Facebook without overwhelming, and again, without it being just empty information or with it all being sales information. The best time to post on Facebook is 1 to 4 p.m. late in the week and weekends. Those get more engagement, and for Facebook, engagement is kind of the key consideration. So the most engagement on Thursday and Friday. My PDF ebook that you can request goes into a little bit more detail about when you can get the most shares or clicks, or even when happy and funny content works best. Twitter. The ideal sweet spot for Twitter is 15 tweets per day. And that seems like an awful lot. So you really have to get a strategy wrapped around Twitter to be at that sweet spot. But don't let it scare you off. Sharing to Twitter in general can be a really great option. So start with one tweet a week if you have to, and then work through a really strategic plan of how you can build up to try to get in that sweet spot if your customer base is on Twitter of 15 tweets per day. Best time to tweet, noon to 3 p.m. The peak time is at 5 p.m. on a work week. So I would choose somewhere around noon to 3 p.m. or 5 to 6 p.m. on a Wednesday if I could only do one. B2B on Twitter, unlike email, where some of those B2B people are reading their emails more on the weekend, on Twitter, the work week actually works better. So again, I go through a little bit more detail about different times for Twitter in the ebook that you can request. LinkedIn recommends 1 post per day. Obviously, a very different demographic on LinkedIn, so it's really great if you have B2B. The best time to post is the middle of the week around 5 to 6 p.m. Tuesday, 10 to 11 a.m. is also a really great time, but you may want to choose a different time if you want to get more click-throughs, which is why I recommend 5 to 6 p.m. Most views and most clicks can vary a little bit, and the worst time to post on LinkedIn is between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. because with it being very business-oriented, the people are out of work. So consider that strategy for LinkedIn. Instagram is also one of those that works well with a higher frequency than some of the others. On Instagram, I recommend at least 1 to 2 posts per day. You can get away with 3 or even more if it's, again, good content. The best time to post on Instagram, Monday or Thursday, anytime other than 3 to 4 p.m. A really great time with some active engagement is Wednesday at 7 p.m. But in general, the best times to post on Instagram are 8 to 9 a.m. Do it in the morning, and as people are getting active and checking their Instagram, they'll see it. 2 a.m., which seems really strange, but that's a really great time to post on Instagram. For one thing, you don't have as much competition. And 5 p.m. If you want the best engagement, Monday 8 to 9 a.m. is always the best engagement. Now, if you would like this free ebook that walks you through some of the demographics differences and engagement versus viewing difference for the best times to post, all you have to do is drop in the comments below hashtag social media, all one word. So do the hashtag social media, all one word, and I will share with you a copy of this free ebook outlining the best times to post. And of course, if you have questions about your posting strategy for your particular business use, feel free to drop those questions in the comments, and I'll answer them. You're also welcome to request a free social media audit. I'll drop that link in the comments below where you can go request that audit, and we can go through and do a quick check of your frequency and the types of things that you're posting to see if they will be the most engaging for your particular business. I look forward to your comments. And again, hashtag social media in the comment on this post, and I will get you that free ebook so that you can optimize your social media presence. See you next week.